How do I explain to my daughter incest is wrong? Is it actually wrong? I don't know. This is a crazy fucking thing.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Welcome to the internet spectacle, oh dear viewer. Today we have a subject, a specimen so deliciously and delightfully spectacular that it will blow your mind. You may have been wondering, just like I have in the past, who is this Stephen Bonnell II? After he went on a live stream with Jonathan unloading my Glock into those darkies and wops Jafari to expose Jontron's despicable, racist and sexist beliefs. Who is this Destiny person who got Johnny to admit to his belief that rich black people commit more crimes than poor white people? And the only reason he said this is apparently because it's some kind of fact. But the question remains, who is Destiny? And why has he been getting so much attention lately?
How do I explain to my daughter incest is wrong? Is it actually wrong? I don't know. This is a crazy fucking thing.
Wow, this is just a crazy fucking thing. Such invigorating arguments. I mean, is there anything wrong with having sex with your own children? Destiny is so smart. He is so rational and intellectual that he just can't think of any reason why you shouldn't have sex with your daughter, even if they walked up to you and asked you to show them what an orgasm is like.
So apparently this guy's got a daughter, and apparently one day the daughter goes up to the dad and talks about how, like, Dad, I'm not able to have an orgasm when I masturbate, I don't know why. And the dad was taken a little bit by surprise by it, and eventually the conversation came down to the daughter saying, why can't you just show me what it's like to have an orgasm or whatever, because I've read all this shit about it. And then he was like, well, I can't, incest is wrong, but the daughter is, like, arguing with him like crazy, and he doesn't have any rational arguments to defend that point. And I mean, I don't know, are there?
Well, I don't know. Are there any rational arguments against fucking your daughter? According to Stephen, put your daughter on the pill and give her coin slot of Phil Bonnell, there is nothing wrong with having sex with your children, rationally speaking. Now, I'm sure some people will attack me in the comments for committing an ad hominem against Destiny. I'm just trying to attack him personally, and I'm not arguing against his massive intellect. I'm not confronting his amazingly well-articulated ideology. I'm not arguing against the points that he brings up, those valuable points. But I'm going to take a page from Murray Rothbard's argument against John Maynard Keynes.
Also, what I'm going to talk about, the person of Keynes, I think is related directly to his ideas. And so I think it's also important historically what sort of a person he was and how that did relate to his ideas.
I believe that you, the audience, deserve to know the background of Destiny before you interact with ideas, so you can understand the frame of reference that he comes from.
And basically he said that he pretty much figured that since he had nothing going for him, he was going to kill himself. And at the time, because of where I was at in my life, we talked a lot about it, and I was like, I mean, like, it's your life, dude, don't let anybody else control you. If you really feel like killing yourself is the best thing, then by all means, like, fucking go for it. Personally, I disagree or whatever. And then he did it. So, I mean...
Well, that's an interesting statement. Your friend was suicidal and you told him to kill himself, and he did? Now, maybe I shouldn't be so hard on Destiny. Maybe he's just using dark humor and laughing at the time he helped a friend commit suicide to deal with the emotional stress of losing a friend. And honestly, looking back at the debate that I had with him, it's absolutely clear that he has short-term memory loss.
The overall growth of the GDP and the overall growth of the economy creates benefits for other people.
GDP is a part of your argument, so that wasn't a straw man.
No, I'm talking about the economy. I'm talking about the job market, and I'm talking about the cost of goods. I'm not talking about GDP. Nowhere in here did I say GDP.
You just mentioned GDP.
No, I didn't say GDP.
And I know how much his short-term memory loss must upset him because he had this video on Twitter DMCA'd. And he went right to Twitter to play the victim about being harassed by people in his Twitter DMs that I allegedly sent to him to threaten him about this video that I'm making. He was such a victim that he decided to come to my Twitter DMs on an anonymous account and desperately try and argue with me. But I know this is what you want, Destiny. You want all 100,000 of my subscribers to know your name. So think about that before you try to DMCA this video like you've done before. I'm only giving you exactly what you want. This is a leaked chat log from years back from a bit of drama Destiny got himself into when he allegedly cheated on his then-girlfriend with another Twitch streamer and decided to share pictures of her with his friends in a private chat. She then apparently gets his Twitter hacked and releases a picture of his penis to his fan base. But really, this is a small matter. It's of below average importance. This chat log has been confirmed as true 3 different times. Once when one of the people who was mentioned in the chat logs tweets positively about it, once when it was posted on Destiny's subreddit as a quick rundown, a basic gestalt of the situation, and once more when Destiny himself responded to a post that was posted from the now deleted account of the other Twitch streamer. The first thing that stands out to me is how vindictive and mean-spirited Destiny is. Thanks for the new work location. I wonder what your boss will think of this, or your dean for that matter. I wonder if it would affect your scholarship or financial aid. Second is how terrible his fans are, because after his dick pic got released to his fans, some of his fans actually posted pictures of their dicks online in solidarity with him. But when you actually read the paste bin, there's some really interesting stuff revealed about Destiny. So many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. Dude, she's 15. WTF. But she sent me pictures. That made it so hard to say no. It was so hard for Steven to say no. So difficult for him to turn himself away from a 15-year-old fangirl who wanted to meet him and hook up. Especially after this 15-year-old fangirl sent him pictures. What kind of pictures did she send him? Well, I don't know. The pastebin doesn't really show us. But even if Steven did decide to bang that 15-year-old girl, that wouldn't have made him a pedophile. In fact, it wouldn't have been wrong at all. Steven is so rational, so intelligent that he posted this on Reddit in response to another StarCraft player having his job ruined for admitting to having sex with a 14-year-old, which he thinks is totally wrong and shouldn't have happened. Even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what pedophile means. Go look it up. Seriously, if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they are young, you have absolutely no business whatsoever commenting on the issue. It makes you look uneducated. Well, Stephen Bonnell II is educated. He knows the difference between wanting to fuck a 15-year-old because they're hot and wanting to fuck a 15-year-old because they're 15. He has some intimate knowledge, some hands-on experience. He's too rational, too intelligent, too educated to know that having sex with a 15-year-old is wrong. But this is just normal behavior for Stephen Bonnell. This is the man who almost tracked someone down and murdered him and his father over some stupid video game internet fight.
Oh, I did troll the shit out of the DDoS kid. That's a guy, that's one of the people, like, legitimately, like, I was so, you have no, like, it's actually kind of scary, like, how close I was to getting people together to go down to his house and kill him and his family. Or it would have just been him and his father. Because I didn't know anything about it. Dude, that was some of the most fucked up shit in my entire life. I was so fucking close to doing it. But I was making so much money on Twitch, and I don't know if Nathan was involved in yet, but for whatever reason, I decided that the current life I had wasn't worth the risk of... Oh my god. Oh my god, I was so close to this fucking address. I had fucking streets mapped out and fucking you have no fucking idea. That's when I first started getting an interest in, like, owning a weapon. I got a permit to own a gun and everything. Holy fuck.
He planned everything out, mapped out his location, and was looking into buying a gun and getting a concealed carry permit in order to kill some kid he had an internet beef with. And the reason he decided not to is because he was making a lot of money off Twitch. Now that is a rational, intelligent position. That is an educated man's way of dealing with internet trolls. Apparently, this behavior has gotten so bad that some of your fans actually contacted Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil's show actually had an open invitation for you to come on his show. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Who do I respond to? What's the email? WTF. You see, Destiny, I know you. I know the kind of person you are. I know the kind of ego you have. For whatever reason, you desperately need to inflate your ego. You need to feel like a big man, so you attack the low-hanging fruit, you build your little bubble of sycophants and cult members, and I'm willing to bet you excommunicate anyone who'd ever dare to give you what you really need, a dose of reality. Your fans and your ego have built the symbiotic relationship, both deluding themselves of their own sense of grandeur, their own sense of importance and self-worth, enabling you to inflate your ego bigger and bigger until pop.
I am not a fucking pedophile!
The truth is, I'm not here to hurt you, Destiny. I'm here with Dr. Phil to talk to you about your problem, because what you need, more than anything, is not a media platform. What you need is an intervention. I'm here to help.
Where we don't put like sexual relations like on a pedestal as much as we used to, but to some extent people still value it a lot, right? Especially when you talk about things like, a lot of people will say like, oh, rape is worse than, you know, getting beat up or stabbed. Well, I mean, is it really? Is it really?
If you like my shitty opinions, check out the podcast I'm making with Kraut and T called The Western Front. And because of an extremely convenient and sudden community guideline strike I've gotten from YouTube, I'm not able to post content on my main channel for a while. So I'm going to be posting a lot more content to my second channel, Autism as a Choice. Check it out if you want to see what's up.